Victories. He joins us now to talk about doing just that out at Talladega. Noah, thanks for being here. Listen, I know you were super responsible Saturday night because you had to get in that cup car on Sunday, but I need to know, what was the party like to celebrate this win?
It was a lot of water and a lot of sleep the night before the race of the cup race. And so, I was at Talladega and I'm sure it was pretty rowdy, but I was asleep.
Yeah, I'm not sure I believe that, but I'm sure you guys had a fun time celebrating. Noah, in that race, I watched, and you are typically the aggressive guy. Like when we watch the Xfinity races, everybody picks you. You're the guy going at 105%. You seemed very calculated at Talladega. Was that a mindset going into that race?
No, not really. I took that aggressive, race craft of mine to Talladega, but we just really were kind of slow all day. The car, it handled really well. We didn't have exactly the speed that we wanted, and it was hard for me to make moves. I don't know if it's just this package at Talladega. I kind of felt this way in the spring race here last year, where I just couldn't pull out a line and make moves. And the motor was strong, but it just seemed like with this package, I just wasn't able to pull out a line and be aggressive the way I wanted to, maybe like years in the past. So with that being said, it kind of took me to a different racecraft, and I started focusing on, hey, let me just run the bottom, and try and get guys to shuffle their way out of line and try and make the outside line work. And the outside line really never worked all day. You could get to the second or third lane, but you can never really get to the front. So that was something we had to adapt to on the fly. And my spotter, Tyler Mott, he did a great job all race, along with the team, the Bass Pro Shop team, Luke Lambert and the rest of the boys. They did an outstanding job as well. And we just never quit. I don't know if we necessarily had the dominant car, but we never quit and stayed in it until it counted.
Yeah, it obviously worked out for you getting to victory lane. We have talked about you and a couple other drivers each week in the pre-race show because you guys stand out a little bit more than the rest. Obviously, it's you, Ty Gibbs, and AJ Allmendinger. When you look at the other drivers in the field and you think about the championship and being at Phoenix later this November, who do you view as your biggest challenger?
Ourselves. I think we're our own worst enemy, and you can take yourself out of the race for the playoffs. Ultimately there's 4 spots to get to Phoenix, and you just got to be one of those guys, and you can't beat yourself. It's not like you're the only guy. There's only one spot to go to Phoenix. So as long as you can get to Phoenix and you can have a solid day, then you'll have a really good shot at racing for a championship there in the closing laps. But that being said, you could derail a season really quickly. Look, we saw it with AJ Allmendinger and Austin Cindric last year. I think Austin Cindric had a 100-point lead, and within 2 weeks, that was gone. So just anything can happen in this sport, which it's crazy. There's wild things that happen, and you can never let your guard down. You have to go to the racetrack with a lot of motivation, confidence, and just ready to go fight as a team and trying to keep the mistakes to a minimum and execute as best as you can.
Well, speaking of motivation and confidence, you have another opportunity to go win $100,000 in the Dash for Cash this weekend at Dover. So does Dell and Kelly let you keep any of that?
Yeah, but whatever I keep, I just give right back to the number 9 team in Junior Motorsports as bonuses to them and to the pit crew for all their hard work. I think they deserve it. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Cool.
Noah, so the stats are going to say 7 wins at 7 different tracks, but when you kind of dig into those tracks, right, you got Daytona, Martinsville, Bristol, Darlington, Talladega. You have literally checked the box on all of the big racetracks, the crown jewel events in the Xfinity Series. Is there one, is it like a parent where you love them all the same? Or is there one that kind of stands out the most to you? And what's next? What do you want to check off next?
Brandon McReynolds, after we won Darlington last year, we had won Daytona, Bristol, and Darlington up to that point. And he pulled me aside in the hauler. He's like, "Hey man, you can win at the regular tracks too. It doesn't have to be all the cool tracks." But no, it's we've been fortunate to be in position to run really well at a lot of tracks, and and we still have opportunity to go out there and try and win it at some of these other tracks coming up. But the one I want the most is probably Homestead, just because I've been so close there so many years and dominated that race 3 years in a row and just haven't been able to get the trophies. So I think that one will be really special. And I like Dover too. Dover's just an awesome racetrack with an awesome trophy. I like the trophies. So wherever has cool trophies, it makes it that much better. And Dover this weekend's perfect opportunity to try and go back to back.
Phoenix has a pretty cool trophy as well, my friend. You know. All right, good luck this
Phoenix
weekend.
is a good one.
Yeah, it is. Good luck this
you.
weekend, Noah. Thanks for always being so cool.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.